Hello, my name is Eric Ozelski. I'm the product manager for Sycan Handpieces. Today I'm going to share with you the installation and calibration of an Statis dental unit. First thing that we're going to do is review the contents in the box. First, the user manual, and I would highly recommend that any user read through the manual prior to use. The manual will cover installation, usability of the touchscreen, and troubleshooting. Next, you'll find the control unit, which also comes with the motor tubing as well as the motor. The next thing that you will find is the power supply and the power cord. This will be the power supply that sends power to your electric motor unit. And lastly, you will find the mounting bracket. The mounting bracket will allow you to mount your electric control unit underneath a cabinet or dental unit. Step 1 of installation is to read the operator's manual. It will be very beneficial to you to understand how to set up the unit, how to work the unit in the operatories if you review the operator's manual. Step 2 to setting up the Statis electric motor system is to plug in the power supply. This can be done very easily. Here you will find the power supply. It came with your kit. It will plug into the outlet of the wall. And into the back of your electric motor control box. Step 3, we have to make sure that we have enough air pressure for the control unit. And the air pressure is going to be used for activating the power supply for the electric motor, as well as cooling the tooth with the chip air in the water spray. What you'll do is you'll take your dental tubing, put on an air pressure gauge like so, and by stepping on the foot pedal, we use this air pressure gauge to make sure that we have anywhere between 26 psi and 58 psi. Now, if you happen to not have an air pressure gauge, connect the dental tubing directly to the back of the box and step on the foot pedal. Most dental units have an air pressure gauge located on the dental unit. Make sure that the air pressure is in the same range of 26 to 58 psi. Now that we've checked our air pressure at the dental tubing, we will take the dental tubing and connect it to the back of the Statis box. Next is step 4, calibration. This is very important for the electric motor to run optimally. Calibration may seem like it's difficult and possibly a time-consuming process, but it takes about 15 seconds. First, press the arrow or the back button in the upper right-hand corner of the touchscreen. If you look to the upper left of the touchscreen where it says PSI bar and press, this will change the color of the box, meaning that the control unit is ready to be calibrated, and it will now state the word max. From here, you will pick up your electric motor and depress the foot pedal with your foot. Make sure that you depress the foot pedal 100%. The control unit is looking for 100% of the actual air pressure available. While your foot is on the foot pedal, press and hold max until you hear the beep. This will program the control unit to recognize the maximum amount of air pressure. And then you can take your foot off of the foot pedal. You will notice that the PSI bar button is still illuminated, but it now will say min, or minimum. The unit is now looking for the minimum amount of air pressure so that it can be recognized. Do not depress the foot pedal. All you need to do is press and hold the min button with no air pressure until you hear the beep. The unit is now calibrated. Calibration will optimize the performance of the motor and will allow the dentist to use varying amounts of air pressure to the foot pedal to determine the speed of the motor. This is most commonly known as feathering for the dentist. That is it. The unit is ready for use. The way that you get back to the function screen is by pressing the arrow or back enter button. After you have calibrated your control unit to the dental tubing and the compressed air, you're ready to work. Here is your function screen. P1 stands for Procedure 1, and it's often used for high-speed work with an electric motor. By pressing P1, this will choose the appropriate gear setting for a high-speed function, which is a 1 to 5 speed increasing attachment. Now that you have chosen P1, you can change a number of the different functions. If I wanted to change my RPMs based on a manufacturer's recommendation of burr speed, I can make that change by pressing the RPM button. And from here, I can press plus or minus to change the speed. If I wanted to run in reverse with a polishing disc, all I would have to do is press the reverse button. P2 functionality is the same as P1, but it is preset for 40,000 RPMs for low-speed work with a 1-to-1 attachment. P3 is set up the same way and is great for customizing a special low-speed setting such as polishing or finishing. The eStatis also has endodontic functionality, and it is equipped with 5 customizable settings. Now that we're in the E1, if a manufacturer of a rotary file requests that the first file be set at 300 RPMs and 4 Newton centimeters of torque, I can do so first by pressing the RPMs and then by pressing the Newton centimeters button and changing that to 4. If you now look at E1, you'll see that it's an E with a asterisk or an E with a star. I can save this file setting for future use by pressing and holding until you hear a beep. Also in the endo customizable settings are safety features such as auto reverse forward, and auto stop. The eStatis touchscreen is easy to use, intuitive, and flexible for the types of burrs, files, and attachments that a dentist uses every day. The eStatis electric systems are very easy to use. If you have any questions, you can contact your SciCan representative or go to www.scicanusa.com.